Joined by Jim Phillips, the head coach of Hollins University women's basketball. They were picked number 7 in this year's preseason poll. Coach, tell us a little bit about your team here in the preseason. You returned several players from last year's squad, including a second-teamer all-conference in Jasmine Green.
Well, I mean, our returners are going to be vital to our success of our program. Jasmine, I think she's one of the best guards in the league, and we're going to go as far as she goes. But she leads by example on the floor. She's my hardest working kid, and when your leader's your hardest working kid, you know, everybody else has got to follow. You know, Lacey Forrest has come in return. I think she was, you know, on her second team. You know, she was second on our team in scoring, and she's doing a tremendous job. Chancey Wright, she's one of the toughest post players in the league defensively. She ended the season, I think, with 3 double-doubles. And she's turned it to kind of a different player here this year. And then we have Carrie Cox coming, and she's a shooter for us, and Rachel. And I just love my returning class.
The returning class has really helped to transition at Hollins, where you were right on the cusp of making the tournament last year. And we'll get into the new tournament format here in a minute, but talk a little bit about your process with the transition of Hollins basketball from where it was to where you think it's going to go this season.
Well, I mean, I want the girls to know where Hollins came from, where we started the program, or at least where I became part of the program, because I think it's important to know your history and to know the struggles that we had in the past that some of the players had to go through. So now the success that we're having now, you know, means a little more because that building block that we brought into. And our girls are taking on the challenge. I mean, they've worked off season, you know, individually in their workouts, and their efforts off season is going to pay off because they're working extremely hard.
With the players you have returning, how have they helped the new players, your new recruiting class, gel with this year's team?
Well, it's a little different because now there's expectations in practice, and they know the battles. But the freshman class coming in is pretty good, so the competition in practice has been vital, and that's going to make us a better team because now the leadership on the floor, they know what to expect and how the drills and how our practices need to be and the intensity it needs to be to get where we need to go. And that's the big transition right now for us.
Speaking of transitions and becoming a better team, it's going to be even more important this season with a 12th squad in the league this season. But that also means a change from a 20-game balanced schedule to a 16-game unbalanced. But now everybody makes the tournament now too, where in past years it was just 8 teams that made the tournament. Give me your impressions on the changes to the league for this season.
Well, and the 12th team, I mean, the league's tough from top to bottom anyway. I mean, the 12th team to the first team, you know, can win at any given night. And that's a great atmosphere for our conference to have. The unbalanced schedule, I wish we had it last year because, you know, we were shorted, you know, didn't make the tournament. But I think anybody this year could win the tournament. And that's the thing with the unbalanced schedule. You know, you don't play everybody twice, but everybody makes a tournament. I think it's a positive thing, and I kind of really like the schedule.
Well, Coach, we look forward to seeing you and Hollins on the court this season. Good luck this year.
Thank you.